let's talk about your mom for a second. What a star. I was like expecting to go to IMDb and seeing like all these credits, and I was just shocked that this was like her first time acting.
It's just the beginning for Maria
Creating a
Mancuso.
monster.
Truly.
Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. She's very unapologetically herself, whether on or off screen, and I just had to capture it.
No, it's beautiful. Well, obviously, Rudy, this story is very personal to you. But when sharing personal parts of yourself as an artist, why was it important for you to lean into the vibrancy and the joy of your mind, your culture, your music, everything that makes you you? Because it felt like a celebration of self, which was really inspiring.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, yeah, I've had a pretty what started off as different, weird, reclusive qualities because of this perspective that I've always had, this bizarre relationship with music. I always felt that would lend itself well on screen, and sonically as well. And I really wanted, my dream was always to paint a synesthetic picture, and also shine light on the Brazilian American experience. And with this project, I had the opportunity to do both. And what you said is very true. I hope that is a message that is relayed and conveyed to audiences, is that you are enough, and you should lean in to every bit of yourself, the good and the bad.
Yeah, I mean, you have that beautiful line with your mom. I'm going to butcher it. I don't want to try to recreate it, but about kind of feeling normal and what that even means.
Yeah.
And I mean, I felt very seen in this film. I think a lot of people are going to feel seen in this film. And it was such a beautiful invitation um, inside your life, inside your mind, inside your art. And I think that that's what storytelling is all about. So thank you.
Thank you.
Camila, you play Isabella. Oh my gosh, she's such a bright light. I just fell in love with her immediately. Um,
Thank you.
she has such an admirable sense of self. Um, what did you first fall in love with her on the page? And then what did you discover along the way during filming?
That's a good question. What I fell in love with her, or what I fell most in love with her. What is this? What am I saying? What I love
We're all in love with her.
What I love most about her, that's what I'm trying to say. What I love most about her is
What is this? What am I saying?
What is up? What does this mean?
I just like can't find the grammar right now. I'm so tired.
You're doing great.
Who are these people?
Okay, wait. Let me start over.
And action.
The thing I love most about Isabella. I'm sorry.
No, you guys are good.
Okay. The thing I love most about Isabella on the page is I love that she was sort of this like example to him about what it's like to just embrace who you are and embrace where you come from. I think there's a lot of sort of symbolism and themes in Isabella versus Haley, where, Haley represents a little bit more of that American ideology, and Isabella's a little bit more of the Brazilian ideology. And I think the main difference is, or at least what we're trying to say with Isabella and Haley, Haley's kind of more of that, individualist mentality of like, okay, we're here to succeed and forge our path and make a name for ourselves and make money and be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And Isabella's just kind of like, I'm figuring it out. She's like, I just want to be happy. I love where I live. I love where I'm from. Why would I want to leave this place? Not to say that she doesn't have her own dreams and ambitions, but they're more rooted in her life. And I think she's just more grounded and humble, and doesn't need to, make a lot of money to be happy. And I think Rudy's storyline has to do with those two clashing ideologies. And Isabella, what I loved about her on the page is that she was that voice of like, stay true to yourself.
Well said.
Is it well said?
Very well said.
I don't
No,
think you've seen
that
it
was
here.
beautiful. That was beautiful. I mean, I think that she creates a space where vulnerability is encouraged and valued.
Yeah.
And can you want to speak to that? Because I thought that was really powerful. And to me, that's, we start to see like where home is where the heart is, right? We start to see that she kind
That's
of
what it
creates
is.
this home for Rudy to feel safe, to be loved for his whole self.
Yeah, because I think she's like, she really sees him. Like, when he's telling her about his little puppet shows and the things that he aspires to do, she's very supportive and like, that's cool. Like, pursue that, like, don't shy away from it. Embrace that that's unique.
And living in the present more than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Whereas with Haley or even my mother's character, it's like I do these puppet shows, I love music. And they're like, okay, where does that go? What does tomorrow look like? Whereas Isabella's just saying, do that, and that's enough for today. Keep doing that, and you don't have to know where it goes, but that's your journey. And I feel like we all need those voices, those encouraging voices in our life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And especially when you are creative and when you are an artist, like you need to feel kind of safe to just sit in the present with your art and not to kind of look to the future, because that can get so messy and so confusing. And yeah, I thought it was beautiful. I loved their relationship so much. I also want to say, Rudy, I was really blown away by the care and attention that you gave to all these beautiful women in his life. Um, can you talk about that choice? Because you didn't relegate, it could be so easy to relegate these women to love interest, to mother, to ex, but they were so fully fledged out and alive and essential to his journey. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, well, a lot of that also came from the actors themselves, like Camila and Francesca, really personalized roles and elevated them so that they weren't just the love interest. They were, it was deeper and and layered. What the ex-girlfriend, the Haley character, is pitching and advocating for is valid. And the path that Isabella is leading Rudy towards is also a very attractive one. There's even merit to what Mom is saying. No one's wrong. It's just about Rudy. You need to make this decision for yourself, ultimately.
Yeah.
Not your mother, not these women, and not your puppet. So yeah, I got a lot of support from these guys, layering the roles, the dialogue, and making it so that there was more depth with every single line. It wasn't so one-sided. There was always a meaning and a reason.
Right.
I feel like we also, when I came on as a producer, that was something you and I worked on a lot.
Yeah.
In the script was making sure that it didn't feel like we were trying to say one woman was wrong or pitting them against each other, or trying to make it seem like, Haley was just this cold, success obsessed girl. She has a reason to want the things that she wants. And he's the problem. He's the one who hasn't figured himself out yet, So we wanted to make sure she didn't come off, too unlikable or too one-sided. It was important that every woman had dimension.
Yeah. And as Cami said earlier, more than just women in this guy's life, they each represent paths. We've seen the love triangle, but I really wanted to make this about a love square because Rudy's mother is involved in both relationships.
Absolutely. No, it was beautiful and it was really reflective of life. And I just want to thank you again. That's my time, but enjoy the rest of the festival. And I can't wait for everyone to see this film so soon out on Prime. So thank you so much again, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice.